Hello survivors, and welcome to yet another zombie survivors video. In today's video we are going to be looking at the beta. It is a public beta. The description will have a link down below for you to know how to access it yourself. What we've got is a whole lot of new upgrades, a whole lot of new things which we'll show you while we're playing the game. But for today we're going to be playing on the engineer, ghost and medic. They all synergize with each other. Medic gains explosions, have a chance to fire shurikens. The engineer has it that your electric turret fires kunai on deactivation, and then ghost has it that we heal every zombie we kill, as well as shurikens deal electric damage. So we're going to try and get that all going. The passives did get removed from the characters themselves, but they added them now as these badges, which we'll show you when we select the level. You do need to kind of get a little bit better there, but let's go with green hell on default. And as you can see, these are the badges. So we've taken the electric badge, we've got the slashing badge, XP, the growth badge, and then a reload badge for weapon cooldown and ability cooldown as well. So let's get straight into it. We're starting off with ghost so that we can get him leveled up. We need to get the shuriken, the kunai, as well as our slash or katana slash leveled up, and that's going to put us in a really good spot. But you can already see just how much damage we're doing, and this is fantastic over here. This level was added quite a long time ago, but I never really got into, you know, playing on it. And also I don't think I even have enough character points to show you the evolutions. We don't have enough points to show you the final level for the kunai. I don't know if I did manage to get it or not. I think I might have taken it. We'll have to double check that. But for now, melee attack going there. What I do need to show you next time we level up, show you something. So as you can see at the bottom here, it shows you these different typings at the very bottom. So katana is slashing. So if we go over here, slashing applies bleed on enemies. So we've got 16% chance. I believe that percentage chance goes up every single time we do collect this. It says bleed receives 10%, 5%, 2% damage based on the enemy type of its max HP every second for 5 seconds. So that's regular, elite, and boss typing, which is really strong, especially against bosses, so that we bleed them. And then at 10 of these tags, the bleeding tick has a percentage chance to proc open wound effect, which makes bleeding deal 5 times of its normal damage. So there's that. There is the electrify, so we have a chance to apply electrify on enemies so they become stunned. There's also a chance that the affected enemy will invoke a lightning strike. There's chemical, which we'll end up getting, which means that the enemies become toxified, which means they take damage over time as well. And then on death, the explosions that they have are 50% bigger. There's burning, there's freezing, there's kinetic damage, which applies injured to them, so they receive increased damage. And then there's also explosive, so that this deals damage to all enemies within an explosive range, and at more tags it increases that range. So for today we should be working on electric, because a lot of the damage we're going to be dealing is going to be electric, then slashing, as well as chemical. Now we did say that the item pool, well, I don't know if we did actually say this, sorry, we didn't say it, but the item pool for the game has changed. The way that it works now is that the items are limited. You can only have so many on your character at any given time, and there are also a couple of them that are now going to be increasing your typing effect. So you're able to get an item that's going to give you +4 to slashing, and if you do that, it's going to put you in a much better spot. Also, we are in a beta, so there might be a couple of bugs, and I think I might have just seen one over there. So these are meant to be arrows, but for some reason they're not showing up as arrows. They are instead a little dot. So I'm not 100% sure why it is like that. I did actually take the evolutions for kunai dance. So we've got a micro bomb, so kunais now explode on impact, or a cyanide, so kunais are now thrown twice and deal additional chemical damage. This is quite interesting. They do the same amount of damage, cooldown, and the count. This is going to be thrown twice, so it's actually double the damage, but these also now explode on impact. We do end up getting quite a bit of explosive, but I think getting the chemical will be better here because this is damage over time, that's damage over time as well, and that's going to be cool. So we're going to go with the Toxifier and see how that goes. Could be quite cool. And then maybe look for things like the ability cooldown reduction. Oh, look at that, we get ability cooldown reduction. So now we're going to try and throw as many kunai as humanly possible to get, you know, more damage over time effect happening for our character. Go for the katana. Remember, kunai are going to be thrown by our other skills as well, but this one's just looking really, really good. Look at the cooldown. We just need even more cooldown reduction now and we'll get even more going. Also, I do believe they changed the timing on the SOS calls. They don't come up as often as they used to, which does make a little bit of sense because I believe we are a lot stronger than what we used to be back in the day. Military training is still the same thing. Like you saw, we landed up getting different abilities that increase us, but these new boxes now have changed. So let's see what we get. We got ourselves an emerald gem. So for each damage type tag with bonus of at least +3, we gain increased dodge chance, increased XP, and increased crash modifier. When we deal damage to full life enemies, a critical we crit, and the final damage is 0.5 times higher. We got a compass, we got electric personality, so magna powers. Now we'll go for the emerald gem, but just note, as you can see over here, you can only have so many items on your characters, and then you're going to be kind of stuck. So you can only have 8 items. We're going to grab the emerald gem. We will get quite a decent amount of stacking done with it, and there is another item as well that's going to allow us to stack more there as well. So let's re-roll. We don't want the pyro or them. There's the engineer, grab him, and now we've got to go and grab ourselves the electric turret. There's the electric turret, but I do want to grab do we want a wind cutter? I think wind cutter was a lot stronger actually, so we will grab it just so we've got it before we go for anything else. Remember, when we've got the medic, the ghost is going to heal us every time he kills something, and with wind cutter being more ranged than the other evolution he gets, that's better to go with that rather, at least in my opinion. The electric turret. So now the synergies are automatic as soon as we see it show up, although I don't believe we have the correct on deactivate. It's supposed to shoot something. I don't think we've taken shuriken yet at all, so I don't believe we're going to see it occur. Or was this one kunai? We've got to kind of focus on it as it deactivates. We'll see whether they shoot. I think it did actually occur there, so you'll see kunai occur more often than usual, and that would be because the electric turret does land up deactivating. The only thing with this specific synergy is the turret lands up lasting for a very long time when you level it all the way up, so maybe some not leveling it could be a good show. EMP grenade gives us electrify and explosive. I believe we also get the explosive round from the chemical, the explosive 21 from the medic, so it is pretty good to go there. We're gonna go and increase our dodge chance. I don't see, there's the team one. Our dodge chance is 17%, so now 19.5. That will keep going up passively as soon as we start getting more 3 tags going. Should help us. Alright, wind cutter can be leveled up over there. I am using keyboard and mouse. You can see my mouse is there, but I do like to use the keyboard more. I generally play with one hand when I play these games instead of using my mouse, especially if I don't have to. I don't. They are twin stick in a sense because you can use the mouse, but I generally enjoy playing them with just the keyboard. There's shuriken. grab that. It does become electric because we do have the engineer equipped. So they are going to do electric damage. So they will be able to electrify. And that's really cool because they're going to bleed and electrify enemies, which is really, really cool. Okay, level up the shuriken. So there you could see that the kunai like double procced, and I believe that's because of the synergy. So the electric turret does end, and that means that we get the double proc. Alright, increase your max HP with kills. Glass milk, yeah, we will take that. 10 basic enemies gives us plus 1 HP, elite type enemies, and then boss type enemies. So we're going to get a lot of HP, which is going to be good for us. Let's see how much we get from that boss, although he did just die, so I don't know if we... There we go, we got 10 HP from them. And you fight a lot of bosses, it's not like you don't. But then it brings up the question, what actually is the elite enemy? Is that an elite enemy or is that a boss enemy? Alright, see, I don't know if we want to increase the duration of this. We'll just go with the taser upgrade. I think it's going to be a little bit better. I don't really see a reason to upgrade the duration. It just makes it so that the shuriken doesn't spawn as much as it could. However, if we do have more than one turret available when both of them deactivate, then we do land up being in a better spot because we then got more shuriken or kunai being thrown around. So there is that. There is some bonus to the craziness here. Alright, let's kill these guys. Maybe those are elite enemies. Grab ourselves another EMP blast so we get the explosive. We do want +3 in there. Or at least we do actually want, you know, 10. But the more we get, the better anyway. Stay out of the green. I'm like a moth to a flame when I see green. I'm like, green, I need to have it. We're gonna go, I want ourselves to have the ability cooldown for Ghost as well. Yeah, we're gonna go for the Ghost. That's gonna give us 48% ability cooldown. Because we do have the explosives on the kunai. So that's going to allow us to have more and more damage over time there. Let's see what we get here. There are more stacking bonuses, but we do get a +4 to slashing, and bleeding lasts twice as long. So that's really, really good. I don't know, does the percentage go up? Yes, it does. 33% chance. If we add that to it, we now have a 37% chance. So each typing increases about 1%, it looks like. So it has a base and then it increases over that time. So now we are very high chance of bleeding. Of course, that is going to get increased over time. Still. EMP grenade. That's going to increase our electrify. It's going to increase our explosive. And now we just got to go and look for our medic. Beautiful amount of levels over there. Holy moly. Okay, we got our SOS over here. There's the medic. Increase our HP by an additional 300. And we now get more XP gain as well. Actually, I did see there was like some passive there. I really did think they got rid of it, but it doesn't look like they do. They still do have the passives on them, so apologies for that. I was actually wrong. And now we've got experiment 21. As you can see, it's ice, toxic or chemistry, and explosive. This is what I was talking about. This also gives us another shuriken throw when we throw that. So that's pretty cool. So you will see these small shurikens, as you can see, those ones over there being thrown around. Those are from the synergy with the experiment 21. So next time it gets thrown, take note of those small shuriken flying around the place. Alright, so we get the laser, that's beautiful. I know a lot of people like the blaster gun as well, but I love the laser beam. Look at that little shuriken go. And then I believe the stats of that shuriken are gonna of course be, you know, based on everything else. The stats of the shuriken of the ghost. Medical drone, very good to have. Stimper, I don't think everything's gonna be good to have. It just depends on what level we can get to. But I think we are getting some decent levels over here. We do get that extra XP gain as well from the upgrade, the item over here that we've got. We do have this item, remember, so it shows you got plus 15% increased XP modifier, which is really cool. Weapon critical hits have 15% chance to reduce current cooldowns of abilities. Do we have a lot of crit? Crit chance is 25% across the board, so no, we don't. Let's re-roll these, see what else we can grab. We do get another sapphire gem, which is ability, damage, area, and duration for each typing. Yeah, I think we'll actually go for that. Kinetic is +2. Yeah, we'll go for the sapphire gem. It makes sense to grab the gems. You get increased stats for free. Alright, XP modifier, we're going to grab that. Because the more XP we have, the more synergies and the more bonuses and the more upgrades. We are going to level up that to +4. That means it's no longer going to show up now. It is max level. I don't believe we have the evolution for it. But also at the end of this, we will show you how you get more skill points now. So you have to play the characters to get skill points for the characters. Unfortunately, you can't not play them. There are two different typings here. There's the electric turret flycatcher, and then there's another one. I like the flycatcher because it taunts nearby enemies for 3 seconds after spawning. So we are going to grab the flycatcher over here. The other one makes it so that it deals more damage, but that has a much shorter range or effective range. So still very, very strong if you want to play with the damage for the engineer's turret. But me personally, I just want to use it for the kunai. Alright, increase the level of the laser beam. Laser, deal more damage. There are some items that work really, really well with like picking up kill frenzy and things like that. There is one that makes it so if you pick up a white item, it then makes it so that you pick up as if you picked up 2 different ones, so you get a random white item effect with it. So that can be really good. You could get a lot of kill frenzies, but I actually banished it. I don't think it works for my playstyle. Okay, we're gonna grab the medical drone. Just remember, the more tags we get, +3 of, the more stats we're getting as well. Okay, free level up over here with the SOS. Increase to our laser gun level. Increase our medical drone level. That means we got a +3 to kinetic now, which increased all of our stats. So even more XP gain now. Alright, let's see what item we get now. We can go for glass cannon, or we can get +2 to chemical. And toxified enemies now generate large explosions on death. Actually, we're going to do that because we are running the toxic. Yes, we are running the toxic kunai. Okay, laser, 1 more level, and then we can start getting experiment 21 leveled up. And go for the chemical evolution on it. If I even have it unlocked, but I'm sure. Yeah, I do have it unlocked. Alright, beautiful. EMP grenade, that's it. Experiment 21. Come on, experiment 21. I need 1 more level on you. Beautiful. It's so nice when you pick up a magnet and you just level up so many times from it. Don't know what else is. We just got hit with a tornado. It looks like it doesn't do damage, but it lowers our movement speed. Alright, grenades are now chemical only. That is perfect, so we get that. That's exactly what we wanted. So we get the chemical kunai and the chemical grenades. We get more dodge chance over there. It looked like we picked up the critical hits because of our mouse, which we're just gonna hide so we don't see that happen again. See, in my head, I know what I'm looking for. I guess I don't really say it very well. So we're looking for a lot of dodge chance if you didn't figure it out. So we're trying to get to at least like 100%, at least 100%, you know. We want as much as possible. So the more, the merrier every time I see it. If I see XP gain, then I'll go for that as well, because obviously the higher our XP, the more chance we get of leveling up and then getting more dodge chance as well. So they kind of go together very well. More XP, more levels, more items, more nonsense to come from it. Alright, we've got electrocution level up going over here. Electrocution is very strong. It can one-shot nearly everything. And we do get the ruby gem now as well. So for each damage typing of a bonus of at least +3, you can see we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of the 7 are all +3. So we get 6 crit damage, 12 weapon attack speed, and 18 weapon cooldown from that. It is actually quite disgusting, the stats that we get from these over there: ability damage, weapon area, duration, and then 30% XP modifier from that as well. So really disgusting to use these. Weapon attack speed, I actually want to re-roll these. We want ability, we'll go ability cooldown on Ghost. That's fine as well for the kunai. I would have taken ability damage, but grabbing the ability cooldown is very good as well. We could actually go ability cooldown on engineer as well. We don't want ability duration, but we do want the cooldown. And then we are going to pick up the resurrection resuscitation as well. These also all have evolutions. I haven't unlocked them yet because, you know, there is a lot of grinding in the game still to had be done. To had be done. Yeah, English is definitely my first language, as you can all tell. With the medical drone, if we stand still now, you can see the +8, +8, +8, +8. And then if we move, it goes red, which means it's now in its attack mode. So it's going to land up shooting things. But I really like this combination. I know there are some people out there that like the similar combination, but instead of the medic, they use the huntress. So we will look into that as well, just to see, you know, which one feels better to me. But I really like the fact that you get all the healing from using the huntress. I mean, using the medic, not the huntress, and the ghost as well. Alright, okay, it gets passion and venomous. So passion's burning, but we're not playing burning. We actually get venomous, which is an increase to our toxic. Now, additionally applies, activates on hit dodge. Oh wow, okay. Every time we dodge, it activates as well. And we even got an achievement for that. So evolve 4 different abilities in a single run. Nice. Okay, there is a military training over there. Killing frenzy over here. That's fantastic to see. And now we're going to go and level up the resuscitation and the stim pack as well. And I think once we've done the resuscitation, we should stop seeing 4 abilities. We'll start seeing 3 abilities and 1 upgrade, or, you know, general upgrades. So we should start seeing maybe XP modification and things like that as well. Hopefully we can get a lot of dodge chance though. Oh, we've still got a handgun to do. Oh my, okay. Ice type? No. Give me... I think we do. Oh, we do have the chemical one, and we've got slashing. There should be one. Wait, let's increase our damage. T-posed also. Each 5 seconds without receiving damage, increase our damage by 1%. Maximum 25 stacks, so 25%. Or give a 15% chance for the ability activation to reduce its next cooldown by half. That's going to be a lot of kunai. Do we go? Let's go for ability cooldown. I think we've still got 1 more slot, so we can still get the T-pose. And then if we find other things, we can always replace one thing for another. You aren't always stuck with that. Also, we are getting hit quite a bit more often now, so T-pose wouldn't have been justified because of that. Grab the military training. We get a legendary weapon critical damage. Now, I do know that Ghost, although they've all got the same amount of crit chance, but I think we're going to land up putting this one on the engineer just because of the laser. The laser does have a lower cooldown. I think the engineer can have it. It definitely hits a lot more enemies. Alright, there is another magnet over here. We do have to just go and grab it. There we go, beautiful. And we get the handgun upgrade. We get the resuscitation level up. 1 more in the resuscitation and we're good. We do get the 10 upgrade to our chemical. So now on death explosions are a lot bigger. We get the final level of resuscitation as well now, which means if we do land up unfortunately dying, we do get revived with 40% in life. There is a massive big revived symbol, like not symbol but word, on your screen when you do get the revive. So at least you know that you've used it. Although there is so much chaos in this game that at times, even when you do know that you've used it, you can still miss having used it. Alright, and then if you see these purple explosions everywhere, that's from the Toxifier. So, enemies exploding absolutely everywhere. HP over here. If we wanted more HP, we could just stand still. We do get the +8 healing per second from the medical drone, like we mentioned earlier. But we're full HP practically, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's go pick up the chest over here. We do have our final slot. Maybe T-pose, maybe there's something better. We do get a ladder. Electrified lasts twice as long, and we'll get the +4 over there. Or we could get the Archon of Tempest, where the Electrifier has a chance to affect a nearby enemy. What does Electrifier do again? They become stunned. Actually, yeah, let's go. I wonder if that increases the damage of the Lightning Strike. It's 390 damage. I'm going to go and grab 1 more and see. On our next level up, we'll grab another one and we'll see if that makes it even higher. So we're on 390 electric damage. If we grab ourselves Pulsar over here, it goes to 400 electric damage. So leveling those things up also increase the effective damage of whatever it does to them as well. So that's actually very, very good. So spamming a single type of damage can also be very, very strong. Especially like if we go for fire, which oh boy do I plan on doing. I think pyro, the SWAT and tank might be very, very strong with that regard as well. Go and increase our toxifier damage and chance. And our life just keeps going up and up and up. Our max life. Oh, there's also a... Oh, there's a thing that gives you stats based on how much max life you have. Ooh. Okay, that's going on the engineer. We did get that massive crit damage chance. We now have 50% chance to crit with the engineer, which makes a lot of sense because we had the... Oh man, that was so good. That's what you need luck for. Because when you get those legendaries, you just get massive bonuses to them. So we're not getting much healing done with Ghost. That guy is healing himself. They did say every time Ghost kills something, it will give you more. Throw a bottle containing antidotal fluids to end the zombie's misery, or we could freeze them. The freeze deals more damage, but it isn't damage over time. This is damage per second, but it doesn't say how long the effect lasts for. We'll grab some freezing, why not? We've got enough toxic damage. Time to add some freezing into the mix. This seems like it's a pretty cool map to play Endless on because we're getting a lot of levels. Although we have a lot of XP gain as well, so I don't think we'd normally be this high of a level. Grab that. We're going to try and get to the plus 10. Kill them. Kill this werewolf. I do love that this area has different bosses compared to the base area. We don't want to accidentally die though. What do we get? I've got too much of everything. We could grab more ass and then frozen lasts twice as long. We could get the Jewel of Life. What would we replace though? We could land up getting rid of glass milk now. So we do have something that we hack the system allowing critical hits to give a stacking buff. That could work as well. Or we could go for the ass. You know what, let's go for the snowflake. And we're going to get rid of the glass milk now. And then we don't need those chests anymore. So now we've got plus 10 to the ass as well. So, and enemies freeze for much longer. Ooh, we just got hit hard there by something. Okay, taunting enemies does a very good job. I'm gonna go grab the XP over there. The magnet. We get a good amount of level ups from that. Grab the stim pack, so that's out of the way now. There is so much going on with this. Especially if we land up hitting like a whole lot of zombies with the kunai. Because then there's just a purple explosion everywhere. Well, I mean, I guess it's more pink than purple. Alright, we get HP regen, which we're not really interested in. We'll grab the pulsar. Try and get a little bit more levels going. Oh, I mean, we kind of finished anyway. We've got 50 seconds left. We don't have to worry. Okay, pulsar again. Ability duration. We don't really need ability duration. I don't see how it would help with anything. Maybe the medic? Does ability duration help with anything? Does this last a specific amount of time? No. None of these actually... Oh, wait, that can work for the stim pack. Okay, so she can get the legendary duration for the stim pack. So stim pack lasts for 6 seconds currently. If we go and grab the increased duration, the stim pack is now going to last for 6 seconds. That doesn't make any sense, but anyway, it is what it is. It's right at the end anyway. I would have thought, I mean, you would normally go for duration onto the engineer as well, so you get an increase to the duration of the skills that he has. But in our case, because we don't care about it on the actual character, we weren't going to worry about it. We don't want it on him. And that's all there is to it, ladies and gentlemen. We have finally completed everything. That's all, folks. Let's see who dealt the most amount of damage. Damage dealt was mostly all Ghost. 3.6 million damage, with the Kunai Dance dealing the most amount of damage over there. If we take a look at the Engineer, his most was the Laser with 1.1 million. And then we got about a decent amount of damage out of the Medic with 500,000 on the Experiment 21. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.